All right, let's get this show
Good
started.
morning. Happy Tuesday. Late start.
Man,
We're so late today.
this internet is not helping today.
No. You ever have the day when it just does not go as planned? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter
You mean
what
today?
you
Yes, we are having
we're
today
almost 2
for
hours
sure.
late.
Yeah,
It's one of those days.
Yeah, I was waiting for the internet, and I was like, "It's gonna fall. It's gonna fall." And oh shoot, we're on. So
If they cut
We made
off,
it.
if we cut you off, it's not because we wanted to. It's because the internet is working against us today.
yeah,
Ever
super
since the
frustrating.
storms.
Yeah,
That's weird, yeah.
Hey, can we just talk about how cool it's been and that we got rain? Like, this is the most exciting thing about the monsoon season right now.
yeah. This is the first real monsoon season I remember in like 20
5
years.
20 years?
Since high school, which is a long time ago for me. So
Yeah, that's a long time. You're
Yeah.
almost 40.
yeah. The day just keeps getting better, Christy. Thank you.
The poor guy hasn't
You
eaten
gonna
yet.
tell me I'm looking fat
boy.
too, or what?
He's
What's
hangry.
next? You gonna show all the gray in my beard?
Oh,
Huh?
man.
You
Jeez
do. Hey,
Louise.
let's just mention that you do have a high schooler who's driving.
I know.
We didn't even start with coffee today.
not
I mean, I'm
thrilled.
in water right now at
Oh,
this
boy.
point of the day.
Yeah. It's a bang
What a
up
start.
day.
What a start.
So, anyway, we got a lot going on around
lot
here.
going on.
For one, this year's just flying by. It's ridiculous.
We're almost into the holiday season where you just
Yeah.
don't, Thanksgiving's
listen,
right around the corner.
I hope some of you people are watching right now because it's way too early for this Halloween stuff.
It's out.
It's
Christmas
way too
stuff
early.
is out.
I don't care what time Spirit Halloween shows up. It's not Halloween because they showed up. Okay, like
They're
come
in
on,
town
man.
early.
Jeez, Louise.
I think it's the weather. I mean, so the
Yeah.
weather is kind of starting to get a little eerie and dark and cooler. I have taken my dogs on 2 walks this week. I'm so proud of myself.
My
Last
dog.
week I was a little sick, so I didn't do much. So I'm like, yes,
My dog's not
winning.
but
He doesn't like to walk.
I know he can't walk.
He's just,
No.
well, his legs are like
He's
that
8,
big.
9 steps, and he's gassed. So
Oh, boy.
he's the only person who's in worse shape than I am. So
Yes, go figure.
And a lot younger.
yeah, he's
And a
way
lot
younger. Than me, so, yeah. So.
Great point, Jeff. I like that.
Oh yeah, so we got some cool spotlights coming up. I don't want to spoil them, but
I can't even wait for
super
you
excited
guys to
for
see.
those. We did a fun one with Melody. Kind of
Oh my
piggybacked her ribbon cutting. That was cool.
Yeah,
So,
she's funny. Anyone who knows her knows. Of course, she scares me as they come in and say that it's Christy from Findlay.
That was the greatest part of the video.
I can't. I mean, I was not prepared for it. She
It was
didn't tell
pretty
me.
good.
She didn't warn me.
Yeah, no, she wouldn't.
It was windy, so my hair was wild. It was like an extra. I think because her energy is so high, it just like my energy got 10 times. It was a lot.
Hey, so the
I'm
funniest
sorry.
thing, this will only be funny if you know me and Melody, but so she's all prepared and whatever else, and I go back and guy she works with now is back there hiding in the back watching football.
It was perfect.
And I was like,
This
this
is
is
why
like
I'm
a
here
parallel
today.
dimension. Like, this is the insurance version of me. Like,
Your new
what
partner
the
is
hell?
me.
And then he's from he's from the area I'm from.
pretty wild.
It was
He
pretty
likes
funny.
food.
And our teams were playing against each other.
Yeah.
So it was like a weird parallel of things.
It
so.
was. I feel like you guys were great friends.
Hit it off right away.
Yeah, I felt bad for Melly. I was like, hold on, we're talking about football
Excuse
right
me, we don't
now. And
wanna
she's like,
entertain
Jesus,
you.
it's like I'm in the office again, So anyway, happy for her. That was fun. Anniversary 9/11.
Anniversary of 9/11. Do you remember what you were doing 9/11?
100%. So yeah, I remember when there
That's
was
a
2
great
towers
picture.
there. Like it's
Yeah. I don't think anyone would forget
So check
that.
this out.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you where I was, but first, a lot of young people were not alive for this anymore. It's been that long.
I just had one of the teachers saying that kids were saying like, when did you start reading about 9/11? And she was like, I was a teacher then. And they're like, what?
So I graduated in 01, and I went and played basketball at this junior college in California. And I woke up. So this is pre-smartphone. I had a cell phone, but it really didn't work. Internet
the
was not super
phones.
readily available. Like you had
Yeah.
to go to the internet room in the school. And I was an 18-year-old athlete at this college, and I woke up a little late.
I was running
So I
late.
hopped in my car, brushed my teeth, was out the door, didn't give it another
Was
thought.
there no one on the rear?
And I get to my class, and there's no one there. And I was like,
What's
what
going
am I
on?
missing?
sat there for about 5 minutes, and I thought, shoot, did I get the
Ah,
wrong time
crap.
for this class?
Ah,
Like, what the
crap.
hell day is it?
I am really late.
So I go down to the little common area, and everyone who was on campus, which not many people were, was glued to the TVs. And so it had probably been a little ways in at that point, and the whole world was just trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
What just happened?
You know, it's become such like a common thing. I mean, it's become such a common thing that it's like a joke on some shows and things like that now. But at the time, it was like watching a movie in real life. It seemed unreal, and so I was freaked out. I was living away from home for the first time. 9/11 happened.
Dude, I bet your mom
Didn't
was
have
like,
a
"Come
cell phone.
home,
Yeah. Well,
come home."
we're freaking out. So end up actually, you know, one of my roommates played basketball with. We're sitting there and we're just talking and talking, and you know, it was like one of those. I remember the conversation ever. Jason Bird, who I'm still friends with today, probably a lot because we went through that stuff together,
Yeah.
and just sat there and like, what do we do? What just happened? Where does this leave us? Are we going
What
to finish
happens
school?
next?
Like what? You know, we didn't know. We had no idea what was going to happen. But
Yeah.
so that's I always remember where I was.
It was life changing. I worked
Yeah.
for Wells Fargo at the time and lived in California. And so, if you were ever on a 91 freeway to have no cars, as me and my girlfriend were driving, we drove together. There was no cars on the 91 freeway. You're just like, this is the eeriest thing. And then you get into the bank. It's a busy day, and we basically just brought the TV out from the break room, and you just literally sat there with really no customers coming in.
Yeah, it's
and,
pretty wild. So down in El Centro, there's a lot of federal law enforcement, border patrol, things like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were all just out in force, just everywhere. I mean, it was weird. I don't know
Yeah.
if they were just kind of like pulled back in, or if they didn't go out that day, or what was happening. But like, it was a real weird time. So where were you at, Jeff?
I was in Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills?
Yep.
Well, you got to rub it in, huh?
Well,
One day we got to have Jeff on the show. He's really done a lot of entertaining things.
I was
in his
visiting
life.
my godmother, I should say, and it was actually I was at the hotel, the Hilton, and I came
Fancy.
downstairs and nobody was at the office there. Everyone was gone. I was like, what the heck's going on? And they were all in the media room watching the TV in there, and then I figured out what was going on.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It if you were alive at that time, it was definitely a one of those like turning points in your life, one way or the other. And
Definitely.
not getting into any of the weeds about it, but regardless of how you feel, it was a crazy moment in our country's time.
Life-changing.
So, yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. So every time it comes up, gives me kind of the heebie-jeebies, and
Yeah, goosebumps.
I'm
And we're glad it's over.
yeah, I'm glad
Glad
it
it's
comes and
over.
goes. There were actually a couple of other significant terror attacks on the anniversary of 9/11 where, obviously I'm sure it was intentional. So every time it comes and goes, you're like, oh, phew,
Yeah,
all
right,
here we
exactly.
go.
Yeah.
So
Well, that, kind of leads my mind to thinking about our linemen that are probably still out there fixing
Yeah.
some of the poles that are down. I
Yeah,
actually
MEC.
took a walk with my dogs back behind my house, and then normally I can go all the way to the water tanks, and I was stopped by poles and lines, and, you just take a moment, you're just like, these poor linemen are still out here
So I
fixing
talked
poles.
to Tyler at MEC and just said, hey, man, I'm sure you heard it a million times, but, man, we appreciate you guys, this, that, and the
Yeah.
other thing. And he said, yeah, we really hustled to restore power, but we still have X amount of poles down, like all these other issues, all these other things you have to do.
Almost
And
like a
then
quick fix.
We had another storm just the other night.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that does to the repair time. And then,
Yeah.
again last night, like I sat in my driveway and watched these big storms rolling in. I don't think they ever really came into town, but tons of
We take for
lightning,
granted
tons of wind,
electricity
yeah.
and
Yes, we
food and
do.
gas and toilet paper, as we found out
That,
through Corona. But
Yeah, that neighborhood out in Fort Mojave was without power for 5-6 days.
Yeah.
Or maybe more. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's
well, thank you to
crazy.
the linemen, the companies, and of course the families, that protect their linemen.
yeah.
So it's a lot. It's a lot on family,
for
not to be
sure.
able to, have your husband or wife there. As
Yeah, I
you're
can't
going through
imagine. I
that.
don't know what their schedule is, but all I know is every time I drive by, there's someone out there working. So
Yeah.
someone's working all the time.
Kudos to the community. There was a lot of food and water given out to the people who were in need, who didn't have power. In these moments, you always see the community come together. So that's amazing.
And
I
that's
love
how it
that.
should
Yeah.
be. Like if things are so good that we have time to whine and complain to each other, then okay. But when things get tough, we need to put the big picture out and do that thing. So.
With that being said, we have the Chiari event coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that. They will be at Los Logos. It's just, take your family out, get your grandparents, get your dogs, walk the Los Logos. It's beautiful. Just show her some
Are they
support.
golfing still? Like you have to dodge golf balls? Or?
I don't know. This
I'm
is
not
my
a-
first year.
Listen, I am not a good golfer, but I like playing at Los Lagos because if I hit a ball in the wrong fairway, I can still play it. So, if
This
you're
is
out
the
there,
first
maybe
year
wear a
they're
helmet.
having
I
it
don't
out
know.
there.
Like it seems like I would hit somebody with a golf ball.
Yeah, it'll be nice. There's a ton of, if you are not able to attend, if you go onto her page, the Chiari page, they have tons of raffle items that you can raffle. You don't even have to be there. You can tell
Nice.
her where to put it and donate your money, and great items.
Yeah. So, completely unrelated to that, football's back.
Football's
Yay.
back. Listen, I wanted to go to brunch on Sunday at Mioni's, and no one would go with me. Why?
Ah.
Football ruined my life.
Yeah. My daughter would
only-
agree.
Yeah. I should have went and got her.
Hell,
and
my
said, "You wanna go
ex-wife
to
probably
brunch with me?"
agrees.
All of my people were like, "Oh yeah, we're watching football." I'm like,
Yeah.
"What?" Oh.
So obviously Friday night had the Mojave game. Saturday morning woke up, watched college football
College football.
basically all day. Sunday watched Sunday night
I mean,
football.
how many games happened that day?
And
then Monday
the
Night
longest
Football?
day of my
Practice
life.
yesterday. Went home, watched Monday Night Football.
It's all about football.
Football and pizza. I feel like this is your zone
Oh,
for
if I
the
would have
next
had a
3
pizza
months.
yesterday, I had to go home and cook. I was super irritated. Yeah.
It's like the moment when you're like, "What? I'm starving." What am I
So
gonna eat?"
here's another fat guy story for you. But so I go to Safeway, right? And I'm like, I'm just gonna grab some steak. I don't really need anything else, I'm gonna grab a steak. I'm gonna eat good tonight. So I go through there, and I like the little sourdough bread, but they didn't have any.
Of course.
And so I'm like, whatever. And they're like, just got done putting out French bread,
Oh, I love.
and I
French
was
bread.
like, oh, it's still warm, right? So the French bread's still warm.
Throw
So
some butter on there.
So I ate half a loaf of French bread last night, like a complete fatty.
Just sit there.
Yeah, I was like, while I'm waiting for my steak, oh my God, this is so good. And had another, before I looked, I ate half of, that thing's like this long.
It's like, and then
I
you kind of
half a-
package it up and leave it sitting there, and you come back and visit it a few more times.
So
It happens.
I do the single guy thing where I like twist the thing and I just shove it up against the wall to eat later.
I'm coming back for you. Don't
Yeah,
even worry.
so, but,
Did you make a steak sandwich with it later?
No.
Oh.
No,
Just bread.
I just ate mountains of bread.
And butter
It was
or just
wonderful.
bread?
Yeah. So
Hey guys, we had the mascot out there at the Mojave
Let's
game. We
see,
got a little
let's
video.
see.
Let's check it out. See the mascot how he was doing out there and greeting everybody as they came in there.
Oh, that's
I
fun.
love it.
They had a raffle, of course, the 50-50 raffle.
For
And,
those
So-
of you who don't know, we have the 50-50 raffle at the football game.
it was a
Yeah.
big one too, over $700.
Yeah, I heard
Oh
it was
my
actually
gosh.
the biggest one we've ever done, if I understand correctly,
That's
for a
a
single
lot.
game.
That's
Oh,
a
look at
lot.
the Seinfeld.
Ooh.
Man, that's bad timing.
Oh no, that's
shoot.
good timing.
Perfect timing.
You got to fix that now. Now they know.
Yeah. But yeah,
that's
a lot of fun
lot.
event, and unfortunately we lost that game. But
No,
I'll
we're
tell
not gonna
you,
talk about our games we
the
lost.
freaking crowds were awesome. They were loud. There was tons of people there. We raised a bunch of money. Pretty cool deal. So very fun.
Very fun.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have the mascot. He's fun.
Oh yeah.
So the other thing that's cool, I don't know if you happen to get any of that, is you got that our mascot came out, and then Mojave unveiled a new mascot. So we had
That's
like a little
exciting.
mascot showdown.
Oh, they should have did a dance together or something.
Oh, I was going to say they should have fought, but I guess yeah, no.
That would have been
Dance-off would have
halftime
been better.
entertainment.
Yeah,
I'm
so
always like, I'm never surprised at the opposite of what your thought is and what my thought is.
yeah, they definitely should have fought. I mean, danced. Yes, good call.
Now
I'm
maybe if
thinking
it
a
was
dance off.
a
You're
mascot
thinking a
on the
rumble.
opposite team, I could see that, but not the same team.
Yeah, I mean, at least maybe arm wrestled or something. But,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have to work on that. So you tag Dave Lipinski in these comments, Jeff, and tell him we want a mascot dance off.
Okay.
Hey, we have some cool cars on site. I'm like willing to trade my truck in on
Listen,
this BMW.
hold on. You should definitely trade your truck in for this BMW.
It's so cool.
I was talking to Dre about it. I was like, you either have to be a rapper or like a rich guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How
Yeah.
fun is this?
Look at this thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I
Look at
think
that.
we need to do a community spotlight with that car.
It's a show car for sure.
It's so cool.
Yeah. No, that thing.
I like the color too.
Yeah,
And it's
not
an
even
M4, so it's like a
fast
super
race.
badass car. Yeah.
Super car.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And it's got a totally normal color.
Go down and get it.
Yeah.
It's available.
If you want to shine in town,
Well, I'll
you should
tell
be
ya,
driving that.
We got that thing, and I actually saw one of these other cars. Do you have that Corvette one up too, Jeff?
I don't, but I can bring it
I
up.
saw the orange one we sold on the road the other day.
Oh, no.
And it doesn't even look like it belongs on the road.
On the road, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
It's like from another world,
I
kind
don't
of.
know. We have a couple on the lot, and you're always like, how do we sell that
fancy.
in Sparks on the same lot? You know? Like,
Hey, because
Doesn't
we
even
are
make
all
sense.
about whatever you guys need.
yeah. I've always said that's one of the best things about the Chevrolet brand in general is you have a beginner's affordable car, family car, sports car, truck, big truck, small truck, heavy duty truck,
Yeah.
luxury vehicle, Corvette. Like
Absolutely.
if you can't find something in there, that's a you problem, you know? Like
Yeah.
there's something for everybody there.
There's something for everybody. You know me, I'm all about the family cars.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do if I I'd tell you my son's driving.
I would
so
love
it's
to
like,
see you get in that car.
No. No, that's not my style. That's one of those like I would buy it as a Matchbox car, but as far as like actually owning
right.
it, I always talk all this crap too. Like I like all these wild boats, but I would never buy one of those wild boats. You know,
No.
87 colors. And
Like, not that flashy.
not my style.
Not your
I
style.
actually asked the place I got my boat from if they'd make me a black boat,
Where
and they're like, "You're an
"No.
idiot. You're an
Water,
absolute idiot."
water
And I was
spots.
like, I'm gonna give you money. Like, what do you mean you won't do it for me?
Just
You
want a
know?
black one.
So, but yeah. Anyway, that's about my style.
Yeah, Benjamin's driving. How was
Yes.
that? Do tell. I mean, it is rough. The first time they go
Listen,
out.
I'll tell you, it's stressful about him driving, but I didn't even think about the like, shoot,
That's my time.
like I thought we were gonna go get food.
He's like,
Are we
I'm
gonna go
out.
eat? Like, what happened after the game? You know? So it was very,
Yeah.
very weird. Yeah, there's a Corvette.
That's the Corvette you guys were talking about.
There it is. It's fire.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Ooh.
We got
Both
the
of
black
them.
and the white one there.
Yeah.
So you get a magic coupon. You get one of those. Which one you getting?
Oh.
Black or white?
White.
You want the white one?
Mm-hmm.
What color
It's
are
a
the
little
interiors?
cooler. It's a little cooler, that's for sure.
What about Jeff? This is Jeff's style.
I like the
Jeff
black one.
loves the fancy.
I like the black one.
Yeah.
And you would, because you like the fluff.
That
you
one,
like,
see?
Yeah. Look at
You are
that. That's a
bougie.
no-brainer. That is.
Look at
the
that thing.
car.
It is sexy. I'm not even going to lie.
Is the interior red? That's my favorite. My favorite combo is the black with the red interior.
I don't think that had red interior on this one.
Yeah, I guess I won't buy it then. You know,
It's just not that cool then.
It
I
does have
It has the red
but-
tires.
it does have
Yeah.
the glass
the
tail gate back there. You can see through it, whereas the white one doesn't.
Yeah.
So you can see the engine through the
No,
back.
they're both pretty awesome.
Do we ever get the customers that just want to come and test drive?
They're not allowed.
Probably. I feel like
I would
you.
be like that person. Can I just test drive it?
You're like, get out of here! You
Yeah.
can't do it.
You really got to kind of earn your way to get a test drive in that thing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm so bummed. I still haven't driven one. You know, like they're always pre-sold. They're always on the showroom. Like,
I will be honest.
like
I'm
can
a
I
bad
go take it up
driver.
and get some gas or something? Like,
Bad driver.
You know, but
Although
no,
when I
never
used
happens.
to work the service side and I used to get into them like the stick shifts, I was like, oh, I'm ready to
You know what
drive.
scarred me for life is my friends who worked valet. They would tell me these horror stories,
Just
and I was
take 'em
like,
joyriding.
how much to pay for my truck to stay right there? Like,
Ugh,
you
don't
are
even-
not, you are
nah.
not driving my vehicle out of sight. So, yeah,
Absolutely not.
I'm sure that doesn't happen now.
No.
You're
Lots
right.
coming up. I mean, the cooler weather brings all the golf tournaments.
Yeah.
We have the Boys and Girls Club McCormick one coming up, which will be exciting.
Chip in for kids.
Chip for kids, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
very exciting. And we decided that we are going to sponsor the Boys and Girls Club Basketball League again.
Yes,
So,
their Suns jerseys, so that's
yeah, they have
cool.
like cool
Breaking
looking
news.
uniforms. Like,
Yes, I believe signups are this weekend. They are in need of coaches very badly, so, no.
You're a basketball
I've
person,
done it.
right?
I've already done it. I've been there. My kids aged out. But let me tell you what, when they weren't, I was on that court. I used to find the dads who knew
I
what
want
they
to
were
coach
doing.
like the 5-year-olds and just coach
they're
them
so
like
fun.
I want to coach them like I'm a college coach, like super serious and you got to play defense, this little kid.
I'm just trying going to catch the ball.
That's what I want. The youngest kids with the most intense coaching. That's what I want to do.
That would be you. I'm sure. Honestly,
Just have mothers pulling their children
I was
away.
not the nicest coach when the kids were little, and I think now, like, why was I so crazy out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you live, you learn. But
That's right.
I see those parents. I'm like, give them a break. They're just trying to chew bubble gum at this point.
yeah, my daughter played basketball, and that really tested mine. I sat there and I was
Oh,
like,
I
Addison
bet.
Ann.
What are you doing?
She just stood there, and I was like, I can't do this.
No.
I can't do it.
My
So,
sister is a basketball star, played basketball in high school, and, thought she was going to, go play basketball for the rest of the world. But her daughter is more like me. Was worried about nails and hair. So when we very first started them, her daughter was at the end talking to the little girl about the snacks that she was bringing, and this little girls were playing doll, and she's like, I can never do this sport again. I can't handle her not playing. Like, what is she doing?
Well, my daughter has soccer tonight.
Ooh, it's
And,
AYSO's back.
Yeah, that really challenges me also, but
You
it's
should
so
probably
different
take a
because
pizza with you
I
and just sit and eat.
I'm just happy my daughter likes it. You
That's
know,
good.
like when my son was even younger than that and he played football, it was like,
All right.
don't do it this way. Like, my daughter, I'm like, you kicked it. All right. You know,
Yay.
kick
We're
it
going
again.
the right way.
Yeah. So, whatever.
Poor
but-
Benjamin. He's like, Addison doesn't have the same father that I had on
No.
these fields.
You know what's funny about that, though, is they are actually pretty far apart age-wise. And, 6 years.
Yeah.
And I am 100% a different father when I was in my early 20s when I had Benjamin
Yeah.
versus when I had my daughter. And your first kid, a son, you're younger, like you really do change a lot,
Yeah, you learn.
And poor Benjamin was a guinea pig for Addison. And I don't know what's better or worse, but she definitely had an easier go of things. So
It does change between girls and boys and
Definitely.
dads and moms, and, just a different space.
I don't care what anybody says. It's not a fair world.
I definitely pushed my daughter harder than my son.
No.
They're like, what do you make as lunch?
No.
And what's happening here?
My
I'm like,
daughter
"Listen,
is
leave him
definitely on a
alone."
different spectrum than my son, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I always think, why would you treat everyone the same? Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
sounds
sure.
good in theory, but I have a different relationship with them. Like I
Yeah.
have different expectations. They have different ceilings. They have different interests. Like why would they be the same? It doesn't even make sense.
It is true. I always have those moms, that are having their second baby and they're just so worried. Like, I don't know how I love this one the same. Like, how do I ever love? And you're just like, you really don't. It's actually very different individual relationships
Super
with
different.
each child, even if it's all girls or all boys. Just
Yeah,
because
they're not
each
cookies.
child
You're
requires.
not cookie cuttering them, right? They're all
Yeah,
different. Different individuals from day one. And I don't care what anybody says. They have a personality the minute they come out of the box. Like
Oh man, yes.
no way around it.
No way
So,
around it.
I don't know.
Hey, speaking of
I'm gonna
sponsorship,
cry.
let's see here. We got the Boys and Girls Club jerseys. Did you want to see
Yeah.
those? We
Yeah,
could show-
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
listen,
Cool.
They're
I'm going to tell
really
you
cool.
why I want to see these. Because I had a T-shirt
Yeah.
when I played
Me
a
too.
lifetime ago. It was just a T-shirt.
Yeah,
Even
These
up
are
to the last
jerseys.
few years.
Yeah.
these are special.
Yeah, those are cool.
I think so.
They have
Listen.
Kristen with the Boys and Girls Club, and she does so much getting different sponsorships and different, just what she's been able to do with Autumn is pretty amazing. So kudos to
Just a little
her.
information if you need it.
Very cool.
Phone number down there at the bottom.
And I'll tell you what, we should go out. We will go out. We'll go out and show up on the opening day and have a little fun, maybe a little treat for the kids or something.
Sounds cool.
Pizza.
That
Bring
would
the
be-
mascot.
That would be my treat.
Bring the mascot with some treats.
Yes. Autumn, we're coming your way.
If I put that mascot thing on, there'd be a gap from the head to the neck this big
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah, it wouldn't fit,
No.
Shane.
And your hands would be out like
Yeah, it'd be super cringy and hilarious.
It
But
would.
yeah, definitely not doing that. So
Well, guys, we just wanted to pop in a little different show today. Again,
who you got on Thursday?
Oh, I have Brandy with Veterans Resources. Super, super excited about that.
That'll be a good one.
Yes,
Good
yes,
timing.
yes,
We were
yes.
just talking about that, so that's good.
It never hurts to give our veterans some love, and we always like to support them and, everyone who works so hard for them. So
I agree.
I'm excited to have her. I'm excited to feel better and be ready to interview. Shane did a great job with Jackie last week
Yeah.
and Val.
Me,
Got a lot of views.
Jackie, and the dog. We had a great show.
Maybe it was the dog that got all the
Oh,
views.
it's always
I
the
don't-
dog. Nobody cares about Shane.
Yeah,
It's always the
right,
dog.
yeah.
I was dying laughing because I had told Jackie, like, make sure, like, obviously you're bringing her because she brings her everywhere, but, like, we're putting her on the show. Absolutely. And then when
yeah.
I see her walking, I'm
Right
like,
on the table.
Shane is loving this
That
right
dog sold her out so fast for me.
Yeah. Shane's best friend.
Yeah, just set up shop right here and just stared at me the whole time. I was like,
I think you lost your
I was
dog.
waiting for him to, like, lick your face, like, "Ooh."
I don't think that dog had any like tongue control. That poor thing. Yeah,
It didn't.
So, no, that poor dog had seen better days. So.
Well, thank you for showing up to watch us. We appreciate you guys watching the community spotlights and our Tuesday show and our Thursday show.
Keep an eye out. We got some cool ones coming up.
Yeah, we do.
Yes. So
It's
we'll see you
lunchtime.
guys
Let's go get
Thursday.
some lunch.
All right. Sounds good.
Tigers.
All right.
It
happen
will.
for you
Well, and
guys.
Gina's here with you, so that's good.
Yes, I know it's her birthday on Friday, and then she was supposed to be gone that weekend. They're supposed to be camping, and
Check,
then
check, check,
Gavin
check, check,
has
check, check,
football
check.
Friday, baseball the weekend, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's exhausting, especially when when they do the football and the baseball. We could just kind of turn towards.
I'm gonna cough drop it because
Lights, camera, action.
Gosh, this is so much pressure, Jeffrey.
Lights, camera, action. You know how I am.
I
We get it going on.
We get it going on.
Got it going
Jeff's
on.
hungry. Oh,
No, I'm not. I'm good.
I don't
Okay.
even know what I look like, but here we go.
you could see. Can
So
you see yourself up?
now listen.
Okay.
I'm gonna raise my hand like that, and that means go, okay? Because I'm not gonna interrupt the beginning. It's just gonna start with you.
Okay.
So when you see my hand go, you see my hand, right?
Yes.
So when you see my hand go up like that, that means you're on, okay?
Okay.